Hello my dear students, welcome to online accountancy class. In this session we are going to consider one board paper from the chapter Dissolution of Partnership Form, and the board paper is for 2012. This is our problem. Like there are two partners, Sanjay and Samir, and their profit sharing ratio 2:3, 31st March 2011. Their balance sheet was as follows. Balance sheet is provided after the next page. Now, on the date 1st April 2011, the assets and liabilities were settled in that way. So once we can check that balance sheet, this is their balance sheet. Land and building, that is 3 lakh, that is a fixed asset. The stock 1 lakh, current asset, debtors 1 lakh 50,000, and bank balance 1 lakh 55,000, that is liquid, no need to transfer to realization. So this 3 asset, like we have to transfer to realization, that is for closing purposes or transferring entity, realization account debit to land and building account, to a stock account, to debtors account, or another way you can write here, realization account debit to sundry asset within bracket, land, building, stock and debtors 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh 50,000. So regarding that sundry asset, total book value of sundry asset 5 lakh 50,000. Now after that how much realized, that you have to see the additional information. Now from the liability side here, there is one external liability, that is creditors 1 lakh 5,000, that also you have to transfer in the first phase entity, that is creditors account debit to realization account. Regarding the workman compensation fund, the last class I have explained that workman compensation fund, there are 4 options are there. Like if it is shown only on the balance sheet on the liability side and no claim is there, that time it is considered as an internal liability and the treatment will be just like the general reserve. But if claim arises, so that claim part it will be considered as a external liability, so that amount we have to consider on the realization account. Now there are 2-3 options is there. Claim, it may be lower than that fund, claim may be equal or claim may be greater than that fund. So that 3 situation already I have shown that. So that is the like important adjustment related to workman compensation fund already I have shown. So here you have to see where under which situation or which alternative came in this problem, whether the claim is there or claim is not there, and if it is claim there, then how much amount of claim is there, it is lower, equal or greater. So that is the balance sheet. Now here like on that date when the partnership form is going to close, that time there the recovery purposes adjustment, like first partner Sanjay agreed to take over land and building at rupees 3,50,000 by paying cash. So this has to be like carefully see here that though the partner is taking that on fixed property, but he paid then and then cash. So in this cases what we'll do, shall we debit Sanjay capital account or we will debit cash or bank account? So when any partner take over any asset, that time to generally we are debiting that respective partner's capital account and crediting realization account. But if any asset dispose of or sell of and cash received, so that time we are debiting cash as well as bank, whatever may be cash or bank, and crediting realization account. So in this cases, though the partner is taking that particular asset, but as he paid the cash, so we have to give the importance that cash inflow is there. So therefore bank account debit to realization account 3,50,000. Now second asset, there are 3 assets, land, building as well as stock as well as debtors. So in case of stock here, it is sold by rupees 90,000. It is directly inflow of cash. So bank account or cash account debit to realization account, that is recovery of stock. Now third adjustment, that is like mutual settlement. mutual settlement among the debtors and creditors. So under that situation, like here, if any like liabilities or lender want to accept any asset, so that time like there is a cross transaction arises, and without passing that entity, we can give the notes here that no transaction is required. Here we can consider the creditors are accepted in full settlement of their claim. So creditors like supplier, this is the amount of creditors 1,05,000. Now they want to accept this debt as 1,50,000. So here in this case, creditor or gainer, because we are giving our debtors for rupees 1,50,000, but no guarantee, no certainty that all debtors will pay cash to our creditors. So it may be like 1,05,000 only recovery will be there. So ultimately here creditor are accepted debtors for rupees 1,50,000 that we have to consider. Now in these cases, like actual journal entry creditors account debit to debtors account, if we pass net entry, so creditors it is credit nature, we are giving debit, creditor balance coming 0, debtors it is debit nature, we are putting credit. So ultimately net result coming 0, therefore we will not consider this transaction on realization account. Or in another way, like if you think we can pass two separate entity. Like debtors realized, though it is 1,50,000, we have to think that debtors amount realized 1,05,000. So that is a second phase entry, bank account debit to realization account 1,05,000, 1,05,000. Now we have to make the payment to the creditors. So that time realization account debit to bank 1,05,000, 1,05,000. So ultimately bank to realization 1,05,000, 1,05,000. Again realization to bank 1,05,000, 1,05,000. So ultimately all are going cancel, bank cancel, and realization cancel, net result coming 0. So in this ground, when like one creditor want to like take over some asset, that time if it is full settlement, that time will not pass any entry. But if it is not full settlement, suppose settlement made only for 1 lakh, so 5,000 balance, that 5,000 we have to pay to the creditor. Such type of problem we will get here, like that time realization account debit to bank 5,000, 5,000. If it is not full settlement, but as it is mentioned, it is a full settlement, so therefore we have to first no entry in these cases. Now regarding that workman compensation fund, nothing mentioned here. Regarding the workman compensation fund, like worker related, no claim arises, so it has been assumed that from worker side claim is 0. So how do we deal that? So directly we can like transfer this workman compensation fund to our partner's capital. It is considered as an internal liability. Just statement will be general reserve, like general reserve account debit to partner's capital account. Here also same way, workman compensation fund account debit to Sanjay capital as well as Samir capital. So that is the like hints for the solution. This is our problem 2000, board paper 2012. This entire problem, adjustment. This is the balance sheet. Now before we are going to see the solution, I have to conclude this session here, and in the next video I will consider the solution. Okay, thank you, and that's all.